Good day. For this video, I will discuss the consolidated financial statement of Part 2, wherein intercompany transaction is all we know that it is the transaction between the parent and the subsidiary. And also, yung mga effects nito sa transaction, kailangan natin eliminate yung pagkagagawa na ng consolidated financial. Kasi yung pag gumawa na ng consolidated FS ang parent and subsidiary, titignan natin siya as a single reporting entity. So, meron dito na statement that you cannot transact with your own self. So, here an example of a transaction wherein the Papa Bear na bumili siya ng sandals and then binenta naman niya kay Mama Bear, wherein si Mama Bear naman ang subsidiary niya. So, walang profit dito kasi iisa lang yung intercompany sila or internal transaction siya. So, here's the computation wherein Papa Bear, yung inventory niya. So, yung inventory ay napunta kay Mama Bear na subsidiary niya. So, yung sale na may 150 and then yung cost of sales niya is 100. So, merong gross profit. Pero ito, i-eliminate natin siya kasi isang company lang sila. So, take note din dito na yung both sales and cost of sales natin ay kailangan eliminate. Yung sale price, even na yung cost of sales ni Papa Bear ay stated at cost. Kasi yung cost of sales nito ay ina-adjust ulit as unrealized profit. So, yung method dito is sinisimplify na consolidated process if consolidated entries are prepared. So, kapag merong sale na on account, so yung intercompany account and then yung na-receivable at payable ay kailangan eliminate din para ma-reconcile natin yung computed amount gamit yung formula na ito. So, dito naman, yung intercompany sale of inventory. Meron tayong dalawang intercompany sales which is yung downstream and then yung upstream. Na yung downstream, ito yung binabenta ni parent kay subsidiary yung product or service. While in the upstream naman is kabaligtaran wherein yung subsidiary naman ang magbebenta kay parent. So, here's the illustration. So, dito, sa entity that recognize profit from a sale transaction na is the seller. So, yung sa downstream na sale, yung parent, nire-recognize niya yung profit. Well, yung NCI ay hindi naman naapektuhan dahil yung profit na to ay para lang sa owners of the parent. While on the upstream sale naman, yung subsidiary ay nire-recognize niya din yung profit. Kaso, yung NCI niya naman ay ang naaapektuhan. Because yung profit nito ay parehong affected yung owners of the parent at saka yung NCI. Tsaka din dito yung the parent says that what is mine alone. Ito yung downstream. While yung what is yours is ours is yung upstream. So dito sa example illustration, same lang din siya ng steps sa chapter 4 or yung consolidated FS part 1. Kaso dito, yung step 1 niya is yung analysis of effects of intercompany transaction. Tapos yung step dito is total of step 6 kasi yung step 1 sa part 1 naging step 2 dito. And then, so on, yung goodwill naging 3, yung NCI, yung retained earnings, tsaka yung consolidated profit or loss. So, same lang siya kaso dito. Sa step 1 nga is yung analysis of effects of intercompany transaction na determine natin yung downstream tsaka or kung ano siya, upstream.